The article I read is called Sanity of Psychologist Killer is Again at Issue, and it was by James C. McGinley Jr. It's an investigation of David Tarloff, who killed a psychologist, they think killed a psychologist, and his defenders are saying that it's because of his schizophrenia, but there's also debate if he had immoral intentions or if he really does have schizophrenia. So right now he is in a psychiatric ward, and it seems that he's been getting better in the psychiatric ward. So there's a lot of questions of whether or not he's just pleading insanity so that he is not guilty and he's blaming it on the disease, or if he really does have schizophrenia. The author shows like both sides of the story, that he could have plotted the kill, or maybe it was because of his schizophrenia. Tarloff explained that God told him to kill the psychologist, saying that it was his schizophrenia that kicked in and that's why he did what he did. There was a first trial, and that first trial, it came up to no verdict because he pleaded insanity and he got sent to the psychiatric ward. And now this is the second trial that's going on, and they're still trying to see if schizophrenia does match with his personality. Also, the author is trying to convey that you really never know what a person will act upon or really who they are, because you never know what's going on in someone's brain. I learned just because someone's sick or an illness, it doesn't mean that they don't face a fine, or doesn't mean that they're free. If I were to further research this topic, I would go back to the first trial and compare it to this trial and see if anything's changed. I'd also compare the disease symptoms of normal schizophrenic patients to his, and I would also check to see if he had any past priors, if he was ever arrested, to see if he has had immoral issues or not in the past. It is known for schizophrenic patients to have reduced blood flow, so I think that they should be doing more tests on him to see if his brain does match other schizophrenic patients, or if it really is just him trying to cover up what he did. This article relates to our class because it's a severe psychological disorder, and it's characterized by distorted thoughts, perceptions, and emotions. And there's 4 types of schizophrenia: disorganized, catatonic, paranoid, and undifferentiated. So he could match any of those 4. So I think they need to investigate more his personality and do some CAT scans and see if his brain matches others. Thank you.